Hi, have you tried applying for a loan for the first time? How does the bank assess the riskiness of the loan it might make to you? You may be applying for a loan for the first time, but millions of people around the world have applied for loans before. Many of these loans recipients have paid back their loans in full and on time, but some have not. The bank wants to know whether you are more like those who have paid full or like those who defaulted. By comparing your credit history, financial situation, and other factors to the vast database of previous loan recipients, the bank can effectively assess how likely you are to default on a loan. Or have you tried looking for a book using the Amazon.com? How does Amazon.com know which books and other products to recommend to you when you log into their website? Amazon.com has access to data on millions of purchases made by the customers on its website. They examine your previous purchases, the products you have viewed, and any product recommendations you have provided. Amazon then searches through its huge database for customers who are similar to you in terms of product purchases, recommendations, and interests. Once similar customers have been identified, their purchases form the basis of the recommendations given to you. So you will be classified as whether you belong to that customers or not. So this topic or this course is concerned with data driven decision making and the use of analytical approaches in the decision making process. There are three developments spurred recent explosive growth in the use of analytical methods in business applications. First, technological advances such as improved point of sales, case scanner technology, and the collection of data through e-commerce and social networks. Data obtained by sensors on all kinds of mechanical devices such as aircraft engines, automobiles, and farm machinery through the so-called Internet of Things, and data generated from personal electronic devices produce incredible amounts of data for businesses. Naturally, businesses want to use this data to just to improve the efficiency and profitability of their operations, better understand their customers, price their products more effectively, and gain a competitive advantage. Second, ongoing research has resulted in numerous methodological developments, including advances in computational approaches to effectively handle and explore massive amount of data, and also faster algorithms for optimization and simulation, and more effective approaches for visualizing data. The third is these methodological developments were paired with an explosion in computing power and storage capability, better computing hardware, parallel computing, and more recently, cloud computing. The remote use of hardware and software over the internet have enabled businesses to solve big problems that is more quickly and more accurately than ever before. So, the availability of massive amounts of data, improvements in analytic methodologies, and substantial increases in computing power have all come together to result in a dramatic upsurge in the use of analytical methods in business and a reliance on the discipline that is the focus of this text. So, the business analytics. It is a responsibility of the managers to plan, coordinate, organize, and lead their organizations to better performance. Um, Ultimately, managers' responsibilities require that they make strategic, tactical, or operational decisions. Strategic decisions involve higher level issues concerned with overall direction of the organization, or these decisions define the organization's overall goals and aspirations for the future. Strategic decisions um, are usually the domain of higher level executives and have a time horizon of 3 to 5 years. The tactical decisions concern like how the organization should achieve the goals and objectives set by its strategy, and they are usually the responsibility of mid-level management. Tactical decisions usually span a year and thus are revisited annually or even like every 6 months. Operational decisions um, affect how the firm is run from day to day basis. They are the domain of the operations, and um, so the operations manager who are the closest to the customer. Regardless of the level within the firm, decision making can be defined as the following process. We have the five processes. First is identify and define a problem. Second is determine the criteria that will be used to evaluate alternative solutions. And third is determine the set of alternative solutions. And fourth is evaluate the alternatives. And the last one is choose an alternative. Step one of decision making, which is identifying and defining the problem, is the most critical. Only if the problem is well defined with clear metrics of success or failure, then step two can a proper approach for solving the problem, and step three and step four be devised. Decision making concludes with a choice of one of the alternatives that is in step five. There are number of approaches to making or to make decisions. So we have the tradition. Tradition like we've always done it with this way. And also you can have the intuition or your gut feeling. And the rules of thumb like as a restaurant owner, I schedule twice the number of waiters and cooks on holidays. So the power of each of these approaches should not be underestimated. Managerial experience and intuition are valuable. So they are valuable inputs to making decisions. But what if relevant data were available to help us make more informed decisions? With the vast amounts of data, okay, that is generated and stored electronically, it is estimated that the amount of data stored by businesses more than doubles every 2 years. So, how can managers convert this data into knowledge that they can use to be more efficient and effective in managing their businesses?